couple things happened. The futures launched over the weekend, and then also the backed launch. Both seem to be the start of the decline. So, Lou, what's your take on what's gone on?
You know, buy on the rumor, sell on the news. We knew this was coming for a long time. Yeah, I've always thought Bitcoin is not about institutions. Actually, it's the antithesis of institutions. And these kinds of revolutions, whether it's even going back to e-commerce on the internet, it wasn't for 5 years after Amazon launched that Walmart launched. So, we don't need institutions to come to this party for Bitcoin to break out again.
That's certainly a different tune from a couple of years ago when that was seen as a longer-term catalyst, that once institutions finally get in, they're going to have a wave of money going into Bitcoin, and that'll be the next leg higher.
People have been saying that for a long time. We've had a lot of legs higher without any institutional involvement. It's coming. It's like gravity. They're going to be here, but they are not going to lead the party. They're going to be followers.
Yeah. I think that's an issue with this particular launch. People thought that the floodgates would open, and this is what institutions were waiting for. There's reports that there were only 70 contracts traded when this came out. So maybe long-term, and you guys as a VC have a very long-term view on this. I think any investor that thought, okay, institutions are here, looked at that and said, okay, maybe it's going to take a little bit longer. And as you guys know, perception in crypto and Bitcoin is just as important, if not more important than reality. And then you have the stop losses. So when it does go below a certain amount, people say, okay, when it goes below, say, 9,000, right, I'm out. And that kind of has this ripple effect that Brian Kelly and others have mentioned.
Right. I mean, there are real technical levels that people were trading against, 9,000 being one of them.
Right. It does seem to have this snowball effect, and you get this sort of herd mentality of, oh no, you saw Monday, it's going below 10,000, now we're below 9,000, stop losses kick in, and people have mentioned 7,000 for the next level. So you kind of see that snowball effect. But others have said, okay, we really don't know why. It just seems to be this herd mentality of everybody selling. And
Well, certainly, I think obviously one of the things that exacerbates it is all the leverage that you have in crypto. BitMEX allowing people to get 100-to-1 leverage means that people are getting stopped out, every few ticks. So that definitely compounds the effect of any downdraft.
In terms of Bitcoin's price, Lou, in your world, does it matter?
Certainly not day to day, right? If Bitcoin is going to be 100,000 or 1 million in 5 or 10 or 20 years, then, all the up and downs that we're seeing today is just noise.
That's a big if, though.
Correct, but if you
not,
believe,
then
exactly. I mean, if you see these things that I'm looking at every day, and undoubtedly, to me, the most exciting thing is just the brilliant people who are leaving jobs at Goldman Sachs or McKinsey or other amazing places to come and do this because they're seeing the crypto light, they're seeing a better world, and they're seeing really a better way of doing capitalism.
From a market standpoint, though, Kate, it does seem like crypto has more of a tie to sort of the growth trade, and that is a trade that's come off. We've moved more into value stocks at this point, and that seems to coincide with Bitcoin's sort of resting period here.
And I think a week like this would challenge Bitcoin's place as a safe haven asset. You've seen stocks go down this week. Same with Bitcoin. It's not trading. I mean, it's trading in tandem with a lot of these things, and I think the argument that it's like gold, it's digital gold, and it's trading independent of the rest of what the markets are doing. You've seen this sort of risk-off attitude. It's definitely translating to Bitcoin.
Doesn't it annoy you, Lou, that whenever Bitcoin goes higher, people are really, they're quick to say, oh, it's like digital gold, it's a safe haven. They're willing to pin anything and everything on it, and then when it goes the other way, even though the same conditions exist, it's like, what happened to that argument?
Well, look, I think you've got to have a thesis as an investor. You have to have a thesis that you believe in. You can get new information. I actually do believe the analogy that it is digital gold. I think it's digital gold on the way up. I think it's digital gold on the way down. Obviously, people believe that more and less during different times. But I think over the long haul, that's going to be the play. Not different than the stock market.